I stumbled upon an ancient divine bow buried deep underground. The moment it was unearthed, the entire earth shook. I was instantly captivated by its mysterious power and ordered my men to haul it back to camp overnight. When night fell, the bow seemed to respond to some kind of calling, letting out an eerie sound. I rushed over and yanked off the white cloth, reaching out to touch it, only to be blasted several meters back by an invisible force. The surge of energy sent shockwaves through the entire camp. The next day, I brought John in to help me figure it out. He reached for the bow without thinking, but I grabbed him just in time. Who knows what could have happened. To try and tame the bow, I even had a supposedly indestructible mechanical arm built. But the second it made contact, the terrifying energy melted it into a puddle of liquid metal. None of us could believe what we'd just seen. To unlock the bow's secrets, we climbed onto the palm of a massive statue and made our way to the highest point in the city. Up there lived an evil sorcerer who had been alive for thousands of years. To achieve immortality, the sorcerer needed a new body every 100 years. He had his men kidnap pregnant women and inject dark energy into their bodies. 90 days later, the women would be sealed inside mysterious machines. The moment the chamber doors shut, a metal tentacle would emerge from the wall, pierce directly into the woman's abdomen, and begin extracting the life essence from the unborn child. Once the extraction was complete, the women, now worthless to him, were tossed into an incinerator and burned to ash. I carefully collected the crystal stones filled with essence and presented them to the sorcerer with the utmost respect. Through these brutal methods, the sorcerer's power grew stronger by the day. But when I presented him with the divine bow I dug up in the desert, his eyes lit up immediately. It turned out, this was a weapon left behind by the gods. To harness its power, he ordered us to find a woman carrying the reincarnation of a deity in her womb. By absorbing that essence, he could not only double his power, but even restore his youth. But just as the extraction was underway, something went wrong. At the last second, the woman's best friend showed up and pulled her to safety. It turned out she was a member of the Resistance, fighting against the sorcerer. According to ancient legend, if the reincarnated deity could be born into the world, the tree of life would bloom again, and humanity would finally break free from the sorcerer's tyranny and find new hope. The rescued woman was quickly taken back to the Resistance base, but the sorcerer wasn't about to let her go that easily. He immediately sent an army to take her back. Even though both sides were roughly equal in numbers, the sorcerer's forces were far better equipped and held a decisive advantage. Under their relentless assault, the Resistance began losing ground fast. Just when it looked like the woman would fall into enemy hands again, a single tender leaf drifted down from the Tree of Life and landed right on John's weapon. In that instant, an overwhelming power surged through his body. As it turned out, John was the chosen guardian of the reincarnated deity. He launched himself into the air and took out the commander of the sorcerer's army with a single strike. Although we managed to save the woman, the sorcerer had already absorbed a small amount of essence extracted from her womb. In the blink of an eye, he transformed from a 100-year-old man into a young guy in his prime. With the divine bow in his hands, his combat power was instantly restored to its absolute peak.